Hello and welcome to the M1 Asian Netball Championships. My name is Philip Goh, and with me, the veteran commentator, John Burgess. John, welcome back.
Thanks a lot, Philip. I'm really grateful and, of course, delighted to be here in the OCBC arena. The Asian Games for netball, I have to say, is going to be a really, really interesting battle. Malaysia, the favourites probably, against Hong Kong, the more experienced. But Malaysia, well, they've been just taken for footwork there. But it will be Hong Kong left to right on your screen. And certainly hitherto, their results have been very, very good indeed. They beat Thailand with a 65-38 score. They beat Philippines with a 73-15. The Malaysians, on the other hand, beat Maldives 74-13, and then Japan 88-13. So they have been very, very strong in the preliminaries. This is now when it gets very tough. This is the moment when then Hong Kong in particular will be out to prove that their experience and certainly their superior height, it has to be said. And there was, well, it's still being struggled for, lots of scrambling for that ball there. But Hong Kong will be looking to make a big difference here. They could open up with a solid 2-goal advantage right here with this attack, and here picking it up nicely there for Hong Kong. Michelle Arkell, 65% though for her against Krystle Edwards, 83% hitherto. So it's going to be a big, big challenge for Hong Kong. There could be a 3-point advantage here. Good chasing back there though. Excellent work by Nurfariha. Philip, you've already done a match today.
Two matches, in fact.
2 matches. There you go. There's a pro. It's it's actually going to be a very, very interesting battle, but certainly the quality already in this third match is there for all to see.
Well, John, these are the 2 of the 4 teams in the top pool after the preliminary matches, and certainly I'm sure all 4 teams in the top pool, that's Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore and Sri Lanka, all in contention for the big ticket prize actually of this M1 Asian Netball Championships here. The top 2 teams, as we know, will book a place in the World Cup next year.
Well, there's no doubt that the quality that Hong Kong have shown to start with has been very good. I mean, Malaysia have the speed, there's no doubt about that. And here is one young lady from Malaysia who will be certainly favoured. Oh, there's a miss out, and ultimately it's An Najwa who comes in with the score. She had a 67% in the previous 2 matches against Loganathan's 74%. So really solid, but it's a really quick piece of play from Hong Kong to get it the other end, although it will be centre ball to Malaysia. 4-1 Hong Kong.
Well, last year, John, when you and I sat here and commentated on some of the matches of the Nations Cup, we saw Karishma look in action there from Malaysia, and she was rather impressive in that particular tournament.
Very, very impressive, and in fact, obviously in her home Southeast Asian Games competition as well, she was superb. And Malaysia, well, they've got a mixture of youth as well as experience, and they're very, very quick. But at the moment, Hong Kong have found a way. Let's put it that way. It's going to take a significant amount because they're running off the ball so well. That's beautiful work. And a lovely finish, easy finish there for An Najwa. She's only 21 years old. They've got a couple of even younger players, and Azilah's just 19, the goalkeeper. Netball is all about running off into space and giving options to your teammates, and that's what they're doing very well at the moment. 3-5, they're in possession. They can narrow it to win 1, and they've done that very nicely. 4-5.
Well, John, the last time we saw Malaysia playing on these courts, you know, they were using Karishma as their scoring linchpin, but this time around, we are seeing An Najwa, this 21-year-old player that you're talking about there, and she comes with quite a reputation here. I see that she's actually playing for GSW Fury club in Australia. So you know that's some credentials there, and I have to say I've never seen too many Malaysian players making their way over to Australia to play.
Well, Australia, well, it's a bit arguable, I know, but Australia and New Zealand, anyone that plays in those leagues there have a quality. There's no doubt at all. So just as you suggest, An Najwa is definitely learning a huge amount. We always see that individual experience does come, although it's obviously very much a team sport. When you're exposed in an area like goal attack or goal shooter, you really do need to be very effective, and that's not a very good pass. Really poor inside from Michelle Arkell. It's going to be another opportunity. And Najwa will step forward, and here she goes to level it up at 6-all.
What's the phrase? Meat and drink?
Yeah. Food and drink it is indeed, yeah. But there we go. She's a tall girl, and I have to say, very impressive. Krystle Edwards. She's got an 83%, so again, very impressive. The Hong Kong girls are very active around the place. Malaysia, fast and furious in their action, but here's another opportunity. An Najwa to level things at 7s. All the 7s at the moment, and It's exactly the kind of matchup that we'd hope for. It's nip and tuck. First one side makes the impression, and then the other comes back very strongly. But Hong Kong, I tell you, that with that experience, they've got a couple of 40-year-olds. Captain Connie Wong is 41. Kalani Brown is 41 also. My goodness, looking back through the list, they won't mind me telling. Michelle Arkell, well, come on, let's share 46, shall we? My goodness, that's an extraordinary. They're playing at this level. That's very impressive.
Well, let's remind our viewers that the last time these two meet at these championships, it was just a 1-point difference between the two teams. And it's not surprising that we are seeing such a competitive match going on right now.
It feels like it could be a similar scoreline at the end of today, and that's really excellent. Okay, well, all right, there was an interference there, a little bit of obstruction. And that ball, again, the long ball down the centre, it's going to be Malaysia's. They've got a chance to open up a 2-point gap here. Ooh, that's loose. That's very loose. The pass is absolutely crucial, and there you see you can play it over the top without any problems at all. She's so close to the rim.
Almost unmissable there.
Yep. Well, it's to take the lead because they've got possession with this attack. They do a great job, these officials. They keep an eye on everything so closely. And there's ultimate respect. One of the great things about this sport is you don't really see any talk back. Whatever the official verdict, as they see it, they adhere to it, and we don't see anything beyond in terms of chat back. The odd sort of glance, but not much more than that.
A bit like rugby, isn't it?
Well, not the way I used to play it. I was a bit naughty, I'm afraid.
Good work by Hong Kong there.
Yeah, she doesn't miss many. Yeah, that's quick. Good triangle use there. Very, very nice. And the goal shooter again is coming up beautifully. And now An Najwa. Karishma Loganathan is not being used, as you so rightly pointed out. She's more of a feeder at the moment. Hong Kong, 9-all in the first. And that's going to be Malaysia's turnover ball. Here's a chance to make a big impression. But I tell you what, she's not far off it, is she? She does really well as Michelle Arkell. I'm not going to repeat her age again.
let's not go there, John. But yes, An Najwa there again. On the scoreboard, and Malaysia just stealing a 10-9 lead right now, and with possession this could well go up to 11-9. Let's see how they work this one. Karishma with her attempt.
Yeah, that's good defense, good rebounding, you have to say, and there's a chance down here on the right flank. They have to wait for a moment. Here it comes again now. There you go. Arkell is right in there. Wing attack comes up in support. That's Connie, the captain. And there you leveled up at 10-all. Less than 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Good match. We've been a little bit starved of close battles, so this is a great refreshing moment, and that's a well chased back as well. Lovely anticipation. I have to say, Hong Kong. Oh dear.
Turnover.
Yeah, it was. Poor from Kate Agars there. They deceive well, do Malaysia. They look one way, they play it another, but once again, she does very, very nicely, does An Najwa.
That's a second straight miss there from Karishma. And
yep.
An Najwa there, I believe it was a footwork call. Yeah. Only
3 seconds to be held here. That's a long ball. That's a poor one. She won't be enjoying that moment, I can tell you. Rebecaa Miller, long ball into the circle. That's an even worse ball. My goodness, come on girls, let's concentrate. Passing absolutely vital, moving into space, that's better. Over the top maybe, there it is. She doesn't miss too many of those. Sri Lanka against Singapore coming up in just a while. We've got an even bigger goal shooter. 2 meters 6 centimeters, something like that.
She is tall, isn't she?
Okay, well, it's leveled up at 11 all with 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter. It's been a really good battle. They've opened up opportunities both sides. The speed of Malaysia and the finishing off of An Najwa has been very impressive, but this young lady too has been superb. She takes the lead now. Hong Kong 12, Malaysia 11, and another super score for Krystle Edwards. Turnover here will be very useful for Hong Kong if they can make it, but that ball was too good, too accurate, and Najwa will make it. 12 all. Hong Kong in possession, play it back, picking it up nicely there is Rebecaa Miller. Looking for support, finds it with Connie. In the goal attack position is Michelle Arkell, and then comes out of play. Hong Kong will retain possession. 1.5 minutes left in the first quarter. And Krystle Edwards. $12 all. This could be an important phase for Hong Kong. You make that first statement, opening quarters. Oh, yeah, again. Nice work. There's not much they could do about that. They've now leveled up at 13 all. Less than a minute.
It's good to watch this, John.
It is. Yeah, fascinating. They'll be looking for an out here. Over the top to Krystle. Ooh, was that stepping? Needs to be quick. 37 seconds left. It's a long ball, and who is going to get that? Oh, great work. Malaysia will go into the lead with this one. They have a 14-13 first quarter lead. It's a really great, fascinating battle. They've got another chance here, 20 seconds. They could definitely do with another score right here. 16 to go, and that is just a bit too much as she goes down. Yeah, it was. Onto the back. They are fit. We'll get a timeout here with 6 seconds to go on the first quarter. And it will be Malaysia with a 2-point lead.
Well, shaken there but not stirred.
Well, indeed. That is the end of the first quarter. Malaysia have a 15-13 advantage. It's been a cracking... So the second quarter about to get underway. Hong Kong in possession, 2 points adrift. They can certainly do with a score right here. Can they find Krystle was in the middle? They have. She's a long way out. Oh my goodness me, that's a really, really rusty shot. She doesn't do that normally.
Well, it is a different distance, isn't it, John, compared to all the shots that she's been taking in the first quarter.
It was, and I think she was definitely struggling a little bit after a little break, and that means that Malaysia have increased their lead. They've got possession again from that centre.
Well, the Malaysian game plan is very simple right now. I mean, just get the ball to An Najwa and let her finish it off.
It certainly looks that way. Yeah, there you go. It's going to be early ball and easy ball to Karishma. And
well, I am actually very surprised by Karishma's shooting percentage right now.
Yeah.
In fact, I haven't seen her actually make a successful attempt yet. I mean, the last 3 that I've seen her try, it's just been either bouncing off the rim or just simply not getting in. So
yeah, well, it's all about confidence at the end of the day, and she certainly is lacking that at the moment.
Malaysian on the attack.
Yep, they're winning the midfield battle, you might say, although we're only talking about 3/3 on the court. It's certainly looking as if they're very, very fast. Anticipation is excellent and showing the way at the moment. Now, let's see whether or not she will. Oh, she'll come a little bit closer as well. Laying it back. Hey, they're both lucky to get that one back, and again it's An Najwa who will have a chance here. A free shot, half a metre back, and very flat shot. It's a good one. It's 17-13. They've got it's Hong Kong's possession, of course, from the centre. Looking for support. They do run out of space, you know, the Hong Kong guys, because of the speed of Malaysia. It's very impressive. Krystle wants it a bit closer. She wants it a bit closer. Over the top. There you go. Yeah, she will have a chance here. And we'll lay it off. And okay, that's easy. Michelle Arkell makes it. And it's 14-17. The long ball is no good. Well intercepted. That was, oh my goodness. Well, a little bit. No, I don't want it. No, you have it. No, I don't want it. Good flat ball. That was a good pass. Krystle's in position. It doesn't matter particularly. There she is again. Wow. Great goalkeeping. My goodness me. Azilah. Excellent work. It's still going to be Malaysia's ball. No problem here. There you go. Off the rim, okay, but it's 18-14. They'll be very, very happy with this situation, Malaysia. They're taking advantage. They're putting pressure on. They're not allowing any space, and that's a poor pass. My goodness, excellent work. Playing it off again. Lovely interplay. Great work, centre, goal attack, goal shooter. Here she is again. She's got it for 19. Well, you must be happy with this, Mr. Malaysia.
I'm quite impressed, to be honest. John, you know, we've been based here in Singapore for such a long time. We know Singapore has had a good run at the top of the Asian champions sort of circle. And it's good to see Malaysia now coming back. We know they ran them close. They ran Singapore close in the 2015 SEA Games final, and then, you know, as we progressed 2 years on, we saw Malaysia again. Yeah, 2017 it was the final between Singapore and Malaysia again, and this time around, it was very apparent that Malaysia were on the ascendancy, and as we see them again in this match, they are physically probably a bit smaller.
They are smaller, but they're quicker. They're quicker, and I have to say, at the intense ends, when you're looking at goalkeeper against goal shooter, as long as they can keep Krystle out wide, I have to say that she has been very unsuccessful. It's been quite a surprise. Krystle Edwards, brilliant underneath the net, but 2 meters, there she is again, 2 meters away, 3 meters away, and she's not as good and not as successful. 2015, Malaysia are definitely getting into a comfortable kind of lead.
Well, we did see Hong Kong shooting to an early lead in the game in the first quarter before Malaysia started to establish themselves.
Yep.
And going ahead late in the first quarter. But they have started a lot hotter in the second quarter.
Well, the great thing is, underneath in the circle, they have been very, very aggressive defence. Okay, Krystle is very happy when she's playing from that distance and she's got that amount of freedom, but the Malaysians have certainly challenged. Oh, that's an error. Here's a chance.
That Malaysian defensive pairing is actually quite impressive so far. The GK and GD.
Yeah.
It's Azilah, Aziz and Syafazliyana. Mohd Ali. These two have been keeping the Hong Kong attack honest.
They like this chest pass. Even over the top, but it's still retained by the centre there. Nurfariha. She's not very tall. I tell you what, she is so fast, yeah. Yes. Really good.
Substitution for Hong Kong there.
Looks like it. Centre comes off. That's
got a new
Kate.
GD coming in.
Yep. Oh, that's a good pickup. That's a lovely pickup. Excellent work from Kalani Brown.
And it is Kalani Brown who's come in as GD in that substitution there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a switch of positions.
Is that Rebecaa Miller there that's gone to GK then? We'll just check that out if we can.
No, I think it's Tessie Breckenbridge.
Oh, right.
Come in for,
Natasha. Yeah. Okay.
In GK.
Okay. They're fast, but that was hands. And there was definitely some contact there. Ooh, it's going to still be Malaysia's attack ball. Nicely played over the top, but that was well intercepted. Now these are so important, these next passes. Yeah, nice work. Good running around. Yeah, and again, centre does really well there. Excellent. Long way out. Yeah. Oh, you're giving it away like that. That's not great. Michelle Arkell will not have enjoyed that moment. Yeah, too good. Moving it into danger zone is so very, very important. 22-17 with the possession now. Well, that was not good, was it, either? Malaysia still have a chance here, and once again they'll have a easy shot on target. Just over 5.5 minutes left. It was Natasha Breckenridge who's taken over at GK. GD, we already recognise Kalani Brown, and then the centre is now
Bridget
Elise Daly.
Yeah, Elise.
Elise Daly, yeah. So Kate Agars has gone off the field. (24-17) is a very good lead. It's going to be Hong Kong's ball at the base. Need to move it. It's only 3 seconds. It's not long, you know, so if you can cover up and stop the pass, you're doing very, very well. Too far away here, surely. She'll go for it and makes it. 18-24. 19 caps now from Michelle Arkell. Started obviously with the Hong Kong team fairly late in life, it has to be said. That is, well, it's either the best pass or the worst idea right there. That's not good for Kalani Brown. Malaysia, with 4 minutes left in the half, have got a commanding lead of 6 goals. Lovely play again. Oops. Oh, commentator's curse, obviously, about that one.
Never fails, does it?
No, it doesn't. Quick ball required. Krystle goes underneath the basket, and here we go. She's missed 3 of those. She's missed 3 from distance, and that's not good. Makes such a difference, giving up possession. Again, Malaysia finding space. Good running off the ball. They're tiring this Hong Kong team. You can tell they're so fast. And that's probably why the score is as it is. It's going to be increased significantly here. There you go. Oh no, how many times? Well, they've won it back with some good defense. Now they can score because it is the big scorer. An Najwa. It's still Malaysia's possession, 25-18.
Well, John, it was good to see An Najwa giving Karishma a bit of a tap on her shoulders, as if to tell her, you know, don't worry too much about it.
Well,
I'm here for you.
She doesn't have to worry too much about it because they're still scoring at 26-18. It's now a very dominant position, and they've got it back again. So if you turn over like that, again, beautiful work. What a spot that was. Excellent spot. 27-18. It was a superb spot and great delivery. They've got another one. Having it all their own way at the moment, and Hong Kong have not got no response, although that was, I think, a double possession. Can't bounce it and take it back.
Well, I have to say, John, I'm a bit surprised by Hong Kong in this quarter. It was just a 2-goal difference in the first quarter, and this time around it's 7. Well,
to be quite honest, the Malaysians have certainly upped their pace. They haven't dropped their pace, but I think Hong Kong have found it hard to lay off the ball. That's well, that's better. Arkell has got it right here and makes it, but it's certainly going to be a tough order to get back into this match at the moment. Still going to be Hong Kong's ball.
And Krystle Edwards hasn't been getting the sort of balls that she was getting in the first quarter as well.
She got away with it, and there you see that's poor. Really poor passing. And I know it's probably a fraction early to say it, but fitness levels do come into play here. You know, when you've been running so hard, you're just going to be a millisecond slow. Even the brain is a millisecond slow sometimes, but Malaysia have just kept up the same constant pace. Hooray! Ha ha! Good stuff. Karishma Loganathan makes one from a distance. It's going to be Hong Kong this time. 40 seconds left. They must have an eye on the clock. Here we go again. 37 seconds. They will want to take this one and only be 8 behind at the end. It's in. It's 20. 25 seconds. Well, in fact, they've got the possession again, so they really are very happy with this. 7 behind now with 17 seconds left. Malaysia will want to move this one forward quickly, which they do beautifully. Oh, nice intercept.
Nice.
Oh, look at that. Oh, frenetic activity. Superb score. 29-21. And we have the hooter at half-time. That was a gorgeous finish to a really, really hectic series. So second half then, and Hong Kong have got a big job to do, but that's a lovely long ball. They've got to be a bit more accurate in finding their shooters. And that's a really good start, Hong Kong 22. There's some stats here I know that Philip's got that he'll be very happy to share with us, and it's all based around that young lady, An Najwa. That is extraordinary. That's a fantastic stat. But of course, it's not all down to her. That's a lovely two-handed one as well. They've changed the situation. Yeah, I think the goal attack for Hong Kong. I think Michelle Arkell has taken over. Has got. Oh, a goal attack has changed and goal shooter has changed. So, goal shooter is now Michelle Arkell. And goal attack is Helene Bibo, yeah. There's Bibo. Oh, nice. Yeah, really good. So, Helene Bibo has closed it down. If they can score this attack, they will only have 5 the difference. So, Hong Kong certainly starting beautifully.
So apparently, again, John, you've been speaking to yourself for a bit in the front there. But yes, we're back, and the stats that you were looking for earlier, it is An Najwa who actually scored or failed to score from one of her 28 attempts in the first half.
That's amazing. That
15
really
out
is
of 15 in the
impressive.
first half, 12 out of 13. 15 out of 15 in the first quarter, 12 out of 13 in the second quarter. We see her now with the ball.
She's missed one, but that's a good pickup.
Is that her second miss this whole match?
Yep. Oh, she's got a chance to make amends right here now. 31. Oh, my goodness, how many times? Still there with a chance. Third time lucky here. There you go. 31-25.
Third time's the charm, as they say, yeah?
Yep. That's a lovely ball. It's a little bit of kidology there, and she's gone a long way back. She needs to find some space in front. That will be still Hong Kong's ball. And another one rims around and in. 26-31. This is a somewhat of a fight back here, but they need to regain possession without giving up another goal here, Hong Kong. I tell you, she's very, very good, is An Najwa. Great work there for 32-26. She had to take that ball, and she was under great pressure from the 2 defenders. This is better. This is much better for Hong Kong. They're finding. And then it's another beautiful work out from goal defense. Lovely.
She's a hard worker, the goal defense for Malaysia.
Syafazliyana, is it?
Yes. I would suspect she's got Liana at her back there.
Okay. But also because she's captain, of course, that gives her a huge amount of experience. There she goes again. No, not quite there. But all right, goal counts, 27-32. They're not running away with it as we'd feared in Malaysia. They are being held reasonably well at the moment. Quality passing here from the Malaysians. Really, really nice work. Oh, that's not going to happen. Malaysia's still in possession. Coming forward is Karishma. And again, it's An Najwa. Misses another one. Ever since you mentioned about her wonderful, wonderful percentage, oh dear.
Is that another form of the commentator's curse?
Curse it is. It's the curse, the dreaded curse.
Let's not forget, John, that she ended the first half with a fall, then possibly back to elbow.
Yeah, that's right.
And you can see her shaking her right arm there. I think she's still feeling some discomfort there in her right arm. But I think Malaysia has some reinforcements in their squad. I see a couple of other players there warming up. And in fact, one of them is the very tall Nora Shikin Karmozaman, who has played for the team on several occasions here in Singapore, and is quite a familiar figure here. And I think she'll be a more than adequate replacement for An Najwa. But I think at this particular situation, I think the Malaysian coach Choo Kon Lee would love to keep An Najwa on the court for as long as possible.
Yeah, I mean, you've mentioned the name there, Nora Shikin. Kamal Zaman has actually played 73% of her shots have gone in. So she had 52 and she's made them 38 times in previous matches. So that is a really good substitution. And that is a poor pass, but great anticipation. It's going to be 3-on-1 here, and it will be, whoa, again. Oh my goodness. An infringement there. They should have made it. Malaysia will be very disappointed not to have increased that score there. I have to say they are really, really very, very good in their defense, in their anticipation, moving and blocking passes. Excellent work from the Malaysians. Of course, it's got to come also with the conversion rate as well, which is very good. This for 28. She's missed it. Nice pick up there. Again, goal defense. She's absolutely excellent.
It must be difficult playing in that area when you've got two attackers who are so much taller.
Absolutely. Well, she fouled on that defensive catch. So point there goes to Hong Kong. We're going to get a substitution here. Wing defense has been substituted. So An Lo comes off. Let's see if we can guess who's going on. Oh, here, actually Hong Kong have got quite a lot of support inside this OCBC arena. Nicely taken. Another chance. Much easier, the second one. So very, very good for Helene Bibo. It's in support, and they've moved within 3 now. It needs a turnover, not quite. Needs a turnover.
It's Rebecaa Miller who's come in.
Thank you,
John. So
well spotted.
Yeah, Becky Miller, who came in earlier as a goal defense. She's come back in now as a wing defense.
And Najwa makes it for 33-29.
Bit of a comeback from Hong Kong.
There is. They've played much better. They've actually found their passes. They've found their targets. That's going to be an infringement against Malaysia. But you can see how quick they are in that defense. Here's another opportunity. Yep, nice work.
I think bringing Helene Bibo in has been a great move as well. And that, I was going to say, she actually has a better perimeter shot. And
yeah, it's still going to be Hong Kong's. They're on the attack here. They need to convert this one. Trying to hold your space is proving very, very difficult. Looks like Malaysia's got it. And that was as close as we're going to get to a chat back. Malaysia still in possession then. They've got a real chance to forge a way ahead. It's a lovely pass. Yeah, nice work. Good interplay there. And Nurfariha plays it. And it's again that I tell you what, she jumps beautifully. Fariha plays it back inside. And that's very, very good play. And that was steps.
Daly.
Yep.
Good interception there.
Yeah, it was. It was
Elise Daly.
Hong Kong will need to score here with this attack. There's a huge amount of aggressive defending from Malaysia.
Well, we've seen our Najwa miss 4 times now in this quarter.
Well, that's make the difference, isn't it? That has certainly been the story. When she's perfect, Malaysia are perfect. But here you go. This is for 30, and that's it. Hong Kong 30, Malaysia 33. Malaysia have possession at the centre. Oh, Adihad works really, really well. And I have to say the wing attack is doing beautifully as well. That's Mei Foong. Karishma's got one in from distance. 34-30. Hong Kong centre ball.
It's
looking for an out, looking for an out. Oh, and there was time. That really was frustrating. You could tell the centre was definitely under pressure. Great defensive work.
Well, Malaysia will need Karishma to start picking it up because as we saw in the first half, I mean, she missed all 3 of her attempts in the first quarter, and then she made 2 out of 4 in the second quarter. It was our Najwa taking the burden of all the shooting, and this time around there's a stoppage of play there. Karishma lost her shoe there in play. But you know, Karishma has found her range in this.
Yeah, that was a really good solid. There was no way that was going to lose that last shot there she made. Excellent work. And again, that takes the pressure off An Najwa a little bit. Well, some might say she thrives on the pressure, and that might be the case, but that's a poor pass. It's all very, very fast. It's frenetic at the moment. There's a lot of mispassing, or passes that are going astray. Malaysia are finding it well. There's a point down. Yes, beautiful work there, An Najwa. Do you know what? She was asking for that ball through the centre there. Excellent work, 36-30.
She was willing the ball to her, John, and she finally got it. She actually made the most of it.
Hong Kong are putting up a good fight here. They would really love to narrow this down. Missed it. It's going to be Malaysia's ball.
They did manage to narrow the score to just a difference of 3 goals.
Yeah.
And Malaysia has now started to come back, and
oh, that was too ambitious. No wonder she's shrugging her shoulders. Pow Mei Foong just thought it was going to be too easy. Needed to make sure it went over the defensive block, but it was too far. 36-30. It's going to come back to Hong Kong from inside their own third. And here's, oh my goodness, why didn't that go straight away? Here she is from 3.5 meters. And that she'll get a bit closer. There you go. No problem at all. She's got her focus. She's got her rhythm back. And they've got possession. 30 points to 37. Malaysia have established status quo. There's another one. She's not going to miss this. An Najwa never misses from here. I love to tempt fate. I'm not actually a gambler. I just love the fun of it. 38-30. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Hong Kong right there. Oi, 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 come on. Second chance. There you go. Okay, 31-38. Less than 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Malaysia have shown us that they are very clever. Lovely hands there. And of course she can come into that third. Can Karishma. She's now laid it off to An Najwa, who puts it in the basket for 39. Needs a quick off. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's not the only problem. Malaysia have really done well. Their strategic threatening of the centre pass has paid dividends several times. And look at the speed. The gather is good. The basket is made. And you have to say, excellent work from Malaysia. They were pegged back to within 3. They've now extended it to 9. That's excellent work. They're passing, they're coming to get is excellent. Look at this. This is now for 41. This will be a 10-point lead. It's 41-31. 30 seconds left on the clock. Just a little more than that. Hong Kong desperately needs this, and a little bit more has to be said. 25, sorry.
It has been an impressive comeback by
It
Malaysia,
has.
John,
Yep.
in this quarter. I mean, Hong Kong had it all their way in the early goings.
Yep.
And then now Malaysia just worked their way back into this game.
11 seconds left. They're going to have to be quick. Okay, not a bad pass, that one. But again, Michelle. Wow, that's the hooter. Wow. Malaysia 41, Hong Kong 31. Banyak bagus, huh?
I would agree.
Right, it's a big battle here. Malaysia have done extraordinarily well against Hong Kong. They started out with Hong Kong in the lead, but there is certainly the speed, the movement off the ball, and that kind of catch is fantastic. An Najwa again came off the boil a little bit in the third quarter, but the slack was picked up by Karishma Loganathan, and An Najwa came back to good form again. Opened up that 10-point lead. Again, just that's gone out, so it will be Hong Kong's ball.
Well, John, Hong Kong did close the score down to about 3, to throw a difference of 3 goals at one stage before Malaysia staged that late fight back there.
Yeah,
so
they did. It was good because they intercepted in the midfield area and they converted like, oh my goodness, lucky, lucky, lucky. We've got a change here, haven't we? We've got a goal shooter change. And let's see if we can find out who that is. Is that Kai Yan?
I think that looks like, yeah.
Is it Kai Yan or An Lo? It's we'll find out in a
Angela
moment.
Chan who's coming. Angela Chan.
Ah,
who's
right.
coming as
Okay.
the,
Well done.
as
Okay.
the
That's
GS.
the GS. Yeah. Okay. So Michelle Arkell has had 3 quarters of the match, and in this final quarter, it's Hong Kong now. We're relying.
But you think it's a fitness there? That's
Yeah, it must be. I would have thought so because she wasn't doing badly at all. But
and we also see a change in the Malaysian ranks.
Yep.
Well, a couple of changes.
Yep.
A new WA there, wing attack. Pow Mei Foong has left the game, and rather she hasn't left the game. She's actually switched over to centre. And we've got number 7.
Nurfariha. Yeah, she's gone to wing attack.
So it's a swap between
That's
Mei Foong and Nurfariha. And the Hong Kong substitutions are in. We see.
Yeah, it is Angela Chan that's gone to GS.
We see number 1.
Kid Agars has gone to wing attack.
Yes.
So Connie, the captain, has moved off court. Connie Wong. Well, Hong Kong, if they can just put a little more pressure on, even so, well, that's Malaysia's ball. I was just saying, if they could actually close it back, put a bit of pressure on, that's good. Oh, just didn't quite hold it, and she didn't have to move at all. An Najwa.
Oh, just came straight to her. Yes.
Absolutely straight to her. That's
Just following your
48.
thoughts there, John. I mean, Hong Kong did pull off to a 3-goal, sort of 3 unanswered goals in the fourth quarter here before Malaysia put one in. And now they've again closed it back to 3-2 for this quarter. But it is a strong start from Hong Kong.
It is, but it's all about possession in dangerous quarters. And again, I tell you what, those Malaysian defenders have been superb. Very, very impressive.
Tenacious. Is the
Oh,
word.
absolutely excellent. You know, Syafazliyana, really, really excellent. Azilah as well. You know, they're not that tall, but they are so. Look at again, they're so aggressive. Very, very. They're like dogs with a bone. They just won't let it go. It's just amazing. It's going to be Malaysia's, and they can open up that 10-point gap again with a successful attack. Long ball is good. Long ball is good. Super interpassing. Yeah, and again, the bounce pass is great. And up there is Karishma again. Look at that from distance. It's perfect. 44. They've leveled.
This is more of the Karishma that we know.
Yeah,
John.
absolutely. Wow,
She
there
was
again.
on form like this during the Nations Cup.
And then if it's not Karishma, it's An Najwa. They've got an 11-point lead. Hong Kong doing their best, but they're not consistent enough. And that ball was played back there. Not great from Angela Chan. Makes it 35-45. 10 minutes, just a little over. Long ball is good, picked up nicely, and she'll retain that possession. Long in 46. Impressive. I like the easy way that they're playing. They are absolutely on top of it because they're understanding where they got to go to challenge. They're watching the opponents like hawks, and they are really putting pressure on. Malaysia have been superb. That's a good score, 46.
John, let's not forget that this match is between two teams that have made it to the top group of the group winners.
And the match to follow this is the same. The Sri Lanka versus Singapore match coming up right after this will be again those that are getting through to the semi-finals. And that's great for the home crowd. They will really be enjoying that. That's not great.
Well, Nurfariha thought Karishma was going to run into that space there.
They've got a lot of money in the bank. They can afford to invest a little bit and take a bit of a risk. So it's very tough for Hong Kong to come back into this. That was unlucky. But, it's going to be, well, too far. The pass, illegal pass, went too far. Once again, look at the way they move. Beautifully played. And I don't know whether you noticed there, but there was an element of dummy with the head and the arms. They were in different positions. So it's a perfect pass with an element of kidology. Let's put it that. Certainly there was a feint. Great work. Okay, that's nice. Yep, lovely pass. Precision play. But it's going to be Malaysia's ball at the centre.
That's a lovely shooting stroke there, to be honest with you, John.
A little bit of backspin on it. Gave it nice rhythm. But the Malaysians are so fast. Just look at that. Excellent work there. Nurfariha, though, gives up possession here. Hong Kong need to make this one and a couple more besides. They've got the ball after this, of course, after this attack.
It's just not how fast the Malaysians are at the moment that I'm impressed with, John. It's just the fact that they are not even acknowledging that their opponents are bigger than them.
Yeah.
It's just matching up in the best possible way.
Yeah, it's very well. Okay, you mentioned they're not far. They are very, very quick in their mental approach. They are sort of closing down so quickly. Excellent. Okay, that will be Hong Kong just get back within 9. I think they've still got possession. They have. There you go. Now this is for 8. It's going to be a really, really ambitious final 5 or 6 minutes. But oh, that's another error on the play. And Malaysia have been given another lifeline. Oh, excellent work. How many passes was that? 5 to get under the basket, 6 to get it in. Absolutely superb Malaysia work. Now they've got possession again. Look at this. They've still got it after that infringement for contact. And again, who's going to be moving around? There's a lot of contact, believe it or not, anyway. Here she is from distance. Haha, she's missed one. Haven't said that very often this quarter. 38 all, and Hong Kong have the ball.
They have 6 minutes to make up the 10-point deficit.
I don't think that's going to happen. It might happen against other teams in this competition, but not Malaysia. 48-38, Hong Kong in possession. They need to get close. Well, okay, that's about the right distance. That'll do. Oh, and she'll have another chance. And in fact, she's going to leave it anyway, so that's good. Okay, 39. Helen Bibo. This is when matches can get very tight and very exciting, but they need now to make... You see how terrier-like those Malaysian defenders are. They're unbelievable. They leave you no space at all. And there you go. It's going to be Malaysia's ball.
They're just not letting the Hong Kong players.
No, they're not. They're absolutely brilliant. Excellent work. And look at that. Good feint. Lovely play. Finish. 49-39. It's very, very good. And it's how to turn defense into attack. The transition is superb. Look at this. Oh, okay. Yeah. She didn't believe that she was stepping. Nurfariha, she's knee-high to a grasshopper, but I tell you what, she can eat her weight in grass. She's absolutely fantastic. I love the way she moves. Okay, we've got still Hong Kong's ball. They're not giving any space at all, but that one goes to the edge with Helene Bibao. Half a pace forward, into the bucket. 40 points to 49, but they're not making inroads. That's the big problem here with Hong Kong. Malaysia, again, an astray pass, frustrating, but look at the speed of attack. Look at it, the triangle there set up. Beautiful work over the top. Excellent athleticism. Woo! And I was building up to a real crescendo there, Philip. You could tell.
And the wrong note to end that one.
More of a blooper. Right. Doesn't matter. They're in control. That's better. Okay. No pressure there for 41. Malaysia still have possession. They really move beautifully into position. They know when to expect. It's going to be still Malaysia's ball. Who's got the confidence to shoot this? An Najwa or
no, it's Karishma.
Oh, Karishma, yeah.
Just picks the ball up and just launches it.
They're not as fast.
Thought, yeah.
No, Hong Kong are not as fast to attack, to counter-attack. Okay, they've got some lovely passing there, but in terms of from defence into attack, the Malaysians are so much quicker. Malaysia's ball still. Who's going to come back off it?
Less than 2.5 minutes on the clock with the a 9-point gap between the two teams. It was just 1 point the last time they met, so...
They deserve this. They absolutely deserve it. What's happening? Okay. It's going to be Hong Kong's ball. Okay. Laid off, and look at that great defense again. Oh my goodness. And
looks like
Syafazliyana, yeah, she goes down with cramp, I think. But it's a medical issue. It's not a...
well, given how hard she's worked all this game, John, I'm surprised. I'm not surprised, to be honest, that she's finally succumbed to some kind of cramps.
She has played beautifully. Absolutely excellent work.
There's the two of them down in that defense, goalkeeper and goal defense, just absolutely brilliant. And Malaysian coach Chew Kon Lee has seen enough of them and their hard work, and she's made a double substitution there. Nasha coming in together with I believe it's Ashwini Kalitas.
Okay. Well, Nasha is just 17 years old.
So 2 minutes of court time for her, Nasha, as well as Ashwini. Standing in for the two Malaysian girls who have done extremely well, I think, and who's been instrumental in in this victory for Malaysia. It's a minute left, and I think it's quite safe for us to call it now. It's a Malaysian
I think it
victory.
is. I think it is.
And we also see the introduction of Nurashikin Kamal Zaman into the game as An Najwa, the Malaysian scoring heroine as it is, takes her place on the bench. And Karishma is out as well. They've sent in a whole host of substitutions for these last 2 minutes.
Well, they've been watching from a distance, and that's 2 in a row. Excellent work
for Nurashikin.
Yeah. Excellent.
So John, with the seconds counting down on this match, Malaysia has struck the first blow in this group of the top 4 teams of this tournament so far. They look like they are coasting to a comfortable victory over Hong Kong here. And who's going to join them there? Is it going to be Singapore or Sri Lanka?
Well, Sri Lanka will be the favourites, I would think, because of their giant goal shooter. But it's there, the hooter then. And Malaysia have beaten Hong Kong by 53 goals to 43. It was a really entertaining battle. The speed of Malaysia, both in defence and attack, has been excellent. Their passing was superb. And Hong Kong will know that they've been beaten by a quality team in Malaysia. Very, very impressive. And I repeat again, Malaysia, banyak bagus at the end of that.